And welcome back YouTube. Today for something special I'm going to talk about Brothers, a tale of two sons that is really a remarkable game. It's a platform puzzle game, and if you've ever played Ico on PlayStation 2 or 3 in the remastered version, then you'll know what to expect here. But it's done a lot better than Ico, because Brothers does so many things right. Now the game is all about show and don't tell, because dialogue in this game is just gibberish, but the cutscenes really tell the tale of two brothers who set off in the world to find medicine for their sick dad. What a beautiful world this is. It's colorful, lots of little touches and animations, but the tone soon changes midway through to dark and desperate atmospheres. It's a game that not only shows what the story is about, but it also lets you play the story, and that is really very rare in games. It mixes story with gameplay elements. I mean, if you look at Ico had the same thing going for it. It had the central character who had to help the girl through the levels, and that was part of the story. And in Brothers, each brother needs to help the other, and sometimes with the help of some interesting characters you'll meet along the way, but again, each have to help the other to overcome certain obstacles throughout the voyage. Now one brother is bigger, so he can reach higher, and he's also stronger, so he can sort of pull things that are heavy, whereas the smaller brother can actually push himself through, for instance, iron bars and get to certain places that the larger brother cannot. And again, this game sort of does this in a very good way. It's these two brothers have to work together. That's the whole idea, that's the whole point. And this game is best played using a controller, as the older brother is controlled using the left thumbstick and the left trigger, and the younger brother with the right stick and the right trigger. Now both triggers are used for specific actions for each of the brothers, like holding on to things. So you can't just let go as the player. You can't just let go, because then the brothers will fall, right? So that again adds to the immersion. You don't want these two to fail. You want these two to finish their quest, and this is really a clever system, and the puzzles really take advantage of this mechanic, as sometimes you need to use both these sticks simultaneously in a certain way, and sometimes you have to do different things with the sticks, and that's sometimes really confusing, but in the end it's also very awesome. It's a way of playing a game that is different, right? It's different than anything else you've probably played. Now, the levels are pretty linear, so you walk a bit and then you solve a puzzle, and you walk a bit and you solve a puzzle, and that sounds really boring, but there's a great variety in puzzles, and that keeps the game really interesting. It also has a really nice soundtrack and atmospheric sounds, and again, the gibberish that the characters talk. It's just, I wouldn't say it's a perfect game, but it's amazing. You know, it's an amazing game, and it does not overstay its welcome. In a time and age where games are overlong grinds, this is really a breath of fresh air. You can finish this game in an afternoon and still have the sense that you've been on this grand adventure. And once finished, you probably won't play this game again, but the price is almost always right. You know, this one is always discounted in the various Steam sales throughout the year. Now again, I cannot emphasize this enough. It's a game where gameplay and story are mixed. For example, if you play Destiny, I mean, the story is there, but it has nothing to do with the gameplay that just involves shooting and grinding. And here, that is just totally different. It's one. It's gameplay and story are one, and this is how games should be. So yeah, I urge you to play this game, enjoy it, and thank you for watching, of course. Leave comments, subscribe if you want, and see you next time.